Fellas, AC here. Welcome to another review. And today I'm talking about a fantastic cheapie. It's by Armaf and it's part of the niche line. It's called Niche Oud. There's nothing niche about this fragrance, so don't let that name fool you. It's not niche, but it's a very nice fragrance. I'm really enjoying it. It's a beautifully made fragrance, and I thought I'll review it because everybody likes a cheapie. I love it, and whenever I see something that is great value for money, I go for it. Now this one, when you first spray it, that's the only time you will smell oud or synthetic oud, and then oud goes into the background. Okay, so I smell a lot of fresh bergamot with a lot of lovely sort of creamy vanilla and oud, synthetic oud, the kind of oud you smell in Rasasi and Armaf Middle Eastern fragrances. It's got this Middle Eastern opening, and you know, it's very fleeting for about 5 minutes max. That's when the oud goes back, and what you get, this has got a lot of sort of vanilla bergamot combination with slight creamy iris with that oud smell. It opens really well and it stays amazing throughout. So the fragrance is mostly linear. In about half an hour it settles down, and what you smell is nice spicy amber, the kind of amber you smelled in great amber fragrances like Ombre Sultan, or there's another fragrance I recently reviewed and which I highly rate, Costume National Soul. The amber from here is what they've picked in here. This one has got many other notes. It's got oud. It's got a very strong character. It's very sort of clean kind of a smell. This one isn't as clean. It's very hazy, woody smell. I love this scent. This is really beautifully made, and what it does is it brings in that amber along with a spicy woodiness. There's a prominent cedar note, and there's spiciness of patchouli and caraway. Don't let caraway scare you, because normally cumin is associated with the smell of curry. That smell isn't there at all. I still want you to test it on your skin and see, but on my skin, cumin isn't there. What is there is like a spicy black pepper combined with cedar and a lovely hazy amber smell. The kind of amber I explained. Bright, beautiful. And there's a tinge of creaminess to it because of vanilla and iris. And the fragrance is mostly like this. I'm getting the amber now. And it stays like this. It's a very addicting fragrance. It's a beautifully made fragrance. Really love it because of that woody, ambery tone. I can't get enough of it. And that beautiful, creamy vanilla combined with that amber, woody, black pepper makes it a very nice, spicy, hazy amber scent. Stays like this. Really well made. Really enjoy it. For very little money, you get a very nice fragrance. So let's start with pros and cons. Number one pro is the composition quality. In spite of being a cheapie, this smells really well made. It's really composed in a way that will make you feel that you spent your money very well. Now there's a caution. You see, the thing is, you've seen my collection, but I have a special gift. I can enjoy all fragrances impartially. But then I've seen some people comment when I review inexpensive fragrances that they're harsh, they're synthetic, yada. Now, it could well happen that if you have trained your nose on very expensive fragrances, then you might find this synthetic. So I would recommend don't worry about it. This is for people who don't have fragrances as their priority. They don't want to spend so much money on fragrances. This is for those people. I'm doing this review for those people only. So for people who haven't smelled a lot of expensive fragrances, trust me, when you smell this, you will enjoy it because of its beautiful composition quality. It's smooth, it's well made, it's got many layers. It may be linear, but it's got many layers and it's hazy. So it gives you a full spectrum. Every time you sniff it, you get beautiful scents, and it's lovely. It's really well made. So that's number one. Number two is how addicting this fragrance is. Now I've had this bottle since November and I've already worn about 5 to 6, 7, even more. I find this really addicting. I really enjoy it. I look forward to wearing it. And sometimes in the evenings, when I'm sitting at home reading a book or something, I really smell it on my wrist and just keep doing this. It's very addicting. It's beautifully made. It makes you feel very comfortable. It's really, really comfortable, likable, just beautiful. Yeah. Number 3 is obviously the high value for money that comes with every Armaf. This is cost me about 30 bucks. Yeah. 100 ml or 90 ml maybe, can't remember exactly, but it's not more than 30 bucks. Don't pay more than 30 pounds or whatever it might be in your local currency. So for that kind of money, when you get a composition like this, it may not be niche, but it's beautifully made. And amber scents, that are spicy and woody and that are bright and vibrant. For this kind of money, I haven't seen them. Yeah, they're not many. Amber normally becomes a Middle Eastern scent. It's very heady, it's full on, very smoky. I don't like that kind of amber. I can't enjoy it. I like them, but I can't wear them as and when I please. These sort of fragrances are dumb reach. It's easy to wear, it's easy to love, it's really well made, really enjoyable. So that's those are the 3 upsides. Downside is the performance. This lasts about 6 hours and it just doesn't jump off my skin as much after the first hour or so. On a cold day, it's even less. So if it's in between weather, and that's probably the best weather to wear it, that is autumn or early spring or even spring, depending on which country you live in, it gives me mediocre projection. Longevity, I'm okay with it. 6 hours is good for me, for a cheapie. So performance could be a downside. I really can't think of any other downside because there's so little money I've paid for this. It's so well made. I like it so much. So I can't think of any other downside. So age groups. I'd say this is for everybody. If you're a 20-year-old or if you're a 60-year-old, this is for everybody as long as you like the notes I described. Amber, test it out for the caraway. There's a note of caraway, black pepper, vanilla. There's a touch of iris. It's very creamy. There's a little bit of oud in the starting, but there's no skank here. So don't worry about skank. So it's for everybody really. Occasions, I would say nighttime and daytime both suited. I've worn it during daytimes. I've worn it during night times. It's a very versatile, cool weather fragrance, yeah? Because it's so well made and so easy to like and love. I would wear this to any occasion. You can wear this to work, doesn't project a lot. There's no skank, so no worries about that. I can wear this to a date. I can wear this to a casual night out. But I wouldn't wear this to clubbing because this doesn't have the projection. But yeah, when you're in your own company or when you're snuggling up with your girlfriend or your wife, this is a beautiful fragrance, really romantic as well. It's got that really affable quality, which I really enjoy. Weather, I have not tested it in warm weather. I just got it in November because I saw in the description it was similar to Soul, and you guys know how much I like Soul. I absolutely adore Soul. So I thought I'll try this. And this is like the dry down of Soul. And, again, you can get Soul for about 90 pounds, 100 ml. 30 bucks, 100 ml. So it is really well made. And I think I've covered all aspects. Wearability, I do not know whether this will work in summer or not. Because it doesn't project a lot, I think it should work in summer. But who wants to wear an amber fragrance in summer? Yeah? So take it that way. Marks out of 10. I'm going to give it a 7 out of 10. It's a very, very well made cheapie. If you don't have too much budget for fragrances, I highly recommend you try this. But don't try it just thinking you're trying an oud fragrance. I've told you it's an amber fragrance, spicy, woody amber fragrance. Beautifully well made. Doesn't have a lot of projection, but it's still a very nice fragrance. 7 out of 10. Hope you enjoyed the review, fellas. Take care. Bye-bye.